Hello, this is Sonia here with The Pretty Stitch. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, I'm so happy to have you here. So today we are going to be making another 18-inch doll project, and it goes with the project that I made the previous week where I made a pair of shorts, and you probably, if you saw that video, you saw that there was a matching top. So this video is for the matching top. So to make this project, I am using my G hook or 4.25mm hook, and I'm using two different colors. You can certainly just make it all in one color, but I think it looks cute with two. So I'm going to use this navy and this red. So this navy, I believe, is some ancient Caron Simply Soft, and the red, I have no idea. But I already made a top, so let me show that to you real quick. So here it is, and it matches the shorts. Looks like a carrot. That wasn't intentional, but that's sort of how it turned out, but it's cute. So this yarn that I use for this is actually Stylecraft DK yarn. So that is the yarn I recommend, is DK weight yarn. Now, maybe if you had like a slightly heavier fingering weight, it would be okay, or if your doll, the doll that you see in the photo, she is an American Girl doll, and her waist size is about 10.5 inches, and she's an older American Girl doll, I think from the 90s actually. And so I believe that the bodies are slightly thicker around the waist, and some of the newer dolls might be slimmer, but it should fit, you know, a variety of 18-inch dolls. Okay, so to get started with this guy, I am going to be starting with my red. So I've got my slip knot on here, and I've got my red. So what we're going to do is we are going to chain 2. And we're going to work foundation single crochet. So if you've never made one of those before, what you want to do is you're going to insert your hook in the second chain from your hook, yarn over, pull through a loop just like you're working a regular single crochet. So we have 2 loops in our hook. Normally to complete a single crochet, you yarn over, pull through 2, but we are going to chain 1 first. So we're chaining 1, and then we're going to yarn over, pull through the remaining 2. So now we are going to work the second stitch. So we have created 1 chain right here. You're going to insert your hook into that chain, pull up your loop, chain 1, and then yarn over, pull through the last 2. So now we have created 2 extended single crochet. So we want a total of 40. So you're just going to repeat stitch 2, okay, so I have my 40 foundation single crochet. So now we need to turn this into a round. So I am just going to slide my thumb and index finger, and we are going to swing that around. We don't want to twist it, and we're going to join with a slip stitch in that first stitch there. And now round 1 is complete. So now we are going to chain 1, and we're just going to single crochet in that same stitch all the way around. So you will have 40 single crochet. So I'm just working 1 stitch in each, 1 single crochet in each. So we're having 40 single crochet, and this top is made, we're making the bottom part, so here, let me show you the one that I've made. So we are making it from here down, so this is the bottom part, and then we do this part separately here. So this is kind of like the waistband, and then we're gonna work on down. So that is where we are going with that. So I'm going to keep going, working 1 single crochet in each, and this is a pretty easy pattern, I think. So if you are a beginner crocheter and you know the basic stitches, I don't think you should have any trouble making this. So I'm going to keep going off camera, and I will meet you back. Okay, so I have 1 more stitch to go with my single crochet. I am actually going to change to my navy blue here. So let me grab that end, and then my row 2 will be complete. And what we want to do at the end of round 2, I'm sorry, I said row 2, it's a round, we are working in the round, is I am going to join with a slip stitch in the back loop of my first stitch here. So in that back loop, and I'm joining with a slip stitch. So then round 2 is complete, and then you can actually cut your first color, I guess color A, this is color B, and we are now going to get ready for round 3, or you can make this all in the same color if you would prefer. That's completely fine. Alright, so we are going to chain 4. So we have 4 chains, and we are going to work a half double crochet in that same stitch. This is the back loop. So what we have created is a V-stitch. So the first chain 2 consists of the half double crochet, and then the next chain 2 will be a chain 2 space. So now we're going to continue to work in the back loop only. We're going to skip our next stitch and we're going to work the actual V-stitch. So this is just the setup. So you are going to work your half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet in that same stitch, and there's your V-stitch, and we're going to repeat that around, skipping the next one, working in that back loop, work your half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet, and we're going to keep doing this all the way around for round 3, skipping that next stitch and working our V-stitch. So I'm going to keep going off camera and I will meet you back. Okay, so I worked my last V-stitch here. So what we want to do is we are going to join on top of that first chain 2. So you can just start counting from the bottom. So 1, 2, and you're going to join in that chain with a slip stitch, and then round 3 is complete. So now we're ready to work round 4. So we are going to work a slip stitch in that next chain 2 space, and then we are going to chain 4 and work a V-stitch. And work a half double crochet, which creates a V-stitch. Okay, alright, so now we are going to work a V-stitch in that next chain 2 space, and you're going to repeat that all the way around, and we are going to repeat this round for 9 rounds. So we are going to work 9 rounds, repeating round 4 here, this V-stitch round. So what you want to do when you get to the end of round 4 is, again, you're going to join on top of the first chain 2, and then just for round 5 repeat round 4, and we're doing this for 9 rounds total. Okay, so I have my 9 rounds here, so I'm going to join on top of that first chain 2, and now we can cut our yarn. So the bottom part of our top is all done. So now we are going to work on the top part of the top. So what you want to do, this is our seam here. So you kind of want that in the middle like that. And then we're going to flip that over. And now I'm going to pick up my red again. So I have my red. So what you want to do is you're going to attach your yarn somewhere towards the end here. So I'm just going to attach it right here. This is the other side of round 1 here. Made that stitch a little tight, but what are you going to do? Alright, so now I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to single crochet in that same stitch, and I'm going to continue to single crochet across until I have 16 stitches. And so now we're working in rows. So I'm going to keep going, working my 16 stitches, and I will meet you back. Okay, so I have my 16 stitches there for row 1. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. And we are just going to single crochet in that same stitch and just continue to single crochet across. So we want to work a total of 5 rows. So we're just going to repeat row 2 here. So you're just going to chain 1, turn, and single crochet in that same stitch. So we're going to keep doing that for 5 rows. So I'm going to do that off camera and then I will meet you back. Okay, so I have my 5 rows. So now we are going to start working on the straps. So we are going to, but we're also going to work another row too. So we're kind of doing it all in one. So what you want to do is we're going to chain 35. Okay, so I have my 35 chains here. So what we're going to do, and please excuse my nails, they look terrible. I've been gardening up a storm and I need to get my nails done, but I just haven't had time. It's been super busy. All right, so what we want to do is we want to make, well, I want to make a little bobble on the end. So here we go. Just to make the straps, just give it a little bit of interest there. So how to do that, we're yarning over in your 4th chain from your hook. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Insert your hook and pull up a loop. We're going to yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to yarn over again, go right back in that chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So now I have 3 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over, pull through the remaining 3. And now I'm going to go back into my chain, and you can work in your chain however you like, and we're just going to slip stitch across that chain. And I like this method because the straps are crocheted right onto the top. So if you wanted to give this to a little one, you don't have to worry about, you know, them choking on the straps, them coming off, because they're literally stitched right on there. So I do like that. This is a nice top for a young child, you know, if they would have an 18-inch doll and you wanted to make an outfit for them. So I'm going to continue slip stitching up my chain here and I will meet you back. Okay, so we have completed the one strap. So now we're going to go back into our row here. So this is still row 6 and I'm going to single crochet right in that same, or that first stitch there, and I'm going to continue to single crochet across until I get to my last stitch. And then in my last stitch I am going to chain 35 again and work the other strap. So we're going to do the same thing. We'll create the bobble and then slip stitch up the chain. So I'm going to go do that and then I will meet you back. Okay, so I finished the other strap here. So what I want to do is I'm going to cut my yarn. Now what you could do, I have 4 straps for this because I wanted it tied at the shoulders, but if you wanted to have just a halter top style top, you could certainly you know, be done now, but I do want to attach 2 more straps. So I think it's just really cute. And I am going to use my navy blue just because, I mean, you could make it all in one color if you prefer. And so what I did was I just eyeballed, like right here, I'll attach the yarn. And I'm going to work the strap the same as I did. So I'm going to chain 35 and make the little bobble, chain 35, do the same thing, eyeball it, and then chain 35, work the little bobble. And then my top will be done. So I'm going to go do that off camera and I will meet you back. Alright, so I finished the 2 back straps here. So after that, your top is all done. So of course, you will need to weave in any loose ends. If you want to block it, you can certainly block it. And then I suggest when you dress your doll, just have the legs and then just shimmy it all up, and then you just tie it at the shoulders and you're all set. And again, there is a matching shorts for this top here, so I can I will link that video in the description box, and I will also, I'll put it in the little eye or have it at the end of this video. But I hope you enjoyed this project, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.